The Beatles love
So cool.
That was such a good show.
Check. Hey guys, see this hotel right here? It says SOS. This is the original Sahara Hotel. On the 27th, on the 24th floor up there is where the Beatles first stayed when they came to Vegas.
That's also
Okay, that is an iconic hotel. That is one of the rare hotels. This mess right here, off to your left, that looks like they're tearing it down. This is the world's largest pigeon coop. Seeing how it is not complete, a guy by the name of Michael Isaac bought this hotel out of bankruptcy for $650 million.
Jeez.
Okay? He turned around and sold it for $850 million. So now they're trying to put it all back together and make it a hotel. It was called the Fontainebleau. This empty space right here off to your left, that's where the Riviera used to sit. It was one of the old casinos where the Rat Pack used to play. This one over off to the right that says World International Resorts or World International Resorts. This used to be the Stardust.
That's a shiny Denny's.
The Stardust, before they imploded it, they had just spent $650 million to renovate it.
I'm trying to find a good picture.
Then they blew it up. They sold the property. It belonged to Boyd Gaming. Boyd Gaming sold it, and then the investors that bought it, they were all killed in a helicopter accident. So they had to go find new investors.
So she asked me how my trip was.
So
and I'm like,
a group out of China or Japan, they bought it.
Meh.
This empty lot right here to the right, this is where the Frontier used to be. The Frontier had one of the longest running strikes. It lasted over 6 years.
How did she know so?
Strike. Now the two hotels over off to the left, this is the Wynn and the Encore. Mr. Steve Wynn, who is basically a very powerful man in this town. Anything Steve Wynn wants, Steve Wynn gets. Okay? He built the Wynn for his wife as an anniversary present. Yeah, I wish I could get an anniversary present like that from my husband. But he's done pretty good. Not gonna worry about that. The Venetian over here is owned by Mr. Adelson. Mr. Adelson owns a string of hospice hospitals. Nathan Adelson. His wife is about, he's about 80, 85, 90 years old. His wife is pretty young. They spend a lot of time in Italy. So when they went to Italy the last time, they went back, and then they came back and bought the Sands Hotel, which is that right there. The Sands Hotel, they tore it down and built up the Venetian. The Venetian and the Palazzo is considered one of the largest casinos in the world, only because you can check in at the Palazzo for the Venetian and vice versa. This particular casino has over 8,000 rooms. Across the street is Treasure Island. Treasure Island used to belong to Mr. Wynn. The Mirage sits right behind the Treasure Island. The Mirage was one of the first casinos that Mr. Wynn built. Then he built Treasure Island. Within 16 months after the Mirage was built, it was paid for. Now, how many people can say that they've paid for a casino in 16 months? But he paid for it with junk